Hello Facebook fans, it's Brad Cox here with Scholfield Honda. And I want to do a little walk around and a drive on the brand new 2019 Honda Accord. This car is really taken over the market when it comes to this midsize segment. And show you a few things about it. As you can see, they went with a real aggressive fascia on the front of the vehicle. It's got the jeweled headlight lamps, the really high-end looking headlamps. Underneath the hood, we've got a 1.5 turbo that produces around 192 horsepower. And it's got the Earth Dreams technology, the IV Tech with the engine with the Hondas. Very fuel efficient. This car gets around 31 miles per gallon on average, but up to 35 on the highway, 29 in the city. They've done a real good job as well as how they package this car. This is the Sport package, which is for that active lifestyle person that doesn't want to spend a whole lot of money on all the frills, but still wants a car that looks good and demands attention when it's on the road. It's got these high 20-inch wheels on it that are blacked out. It goes great with the blacked out grille that they put on this vehicle. Proximity key, a lot of cool features on this vehicle. When we go on the drive, I want to demonstrate the Honda safety features from the Honda Sensing. We're going to show you that here in just a minute. Lots of cool things about the Accord. Definitely one thing I like is how much room is in the back. You've got a ton of trunk room, and those seats both lay down there in a 60-40 fashion. It's got a rain track here, so no moisture is going to come and spend time on the seals here to prolong the life of the seals. It's also insulated well here to reduce road noise for the back seat passengers when they're in the back seat. Very good looking design back here. They did a great job with their design of the tail lights and integrating the exhaust back there with the chrome tips. Just a real nice look on this 2019 Honda Sport Accord. Let's go for a drive. Man, there's a lot to like about this 2019 Sport Accord. The one thing that I really like about it is how they designed the seat. They put a sport cloth in it, and they bolstered it with leather. So you've got the leather accents on the outside. The seats hug you like a sports car should. So even though this is a sedan, for that customer that wants more of a sports car feel, this is the car for them. A lot of extra equipment too. Of course, we've got Apple CarPlay, so you can run your phone through the system and run your apps and things through the stereo system, your music. The other nice thing about it for those people that want a little bit of navigation, you can run that through your Apple CarPlay and do your Google Maps, and everything will run through the sound system and everything. You can ask Siri for directions someplace, and it'll take you right through it, right through the car audio. And then you can also do voice texting and all those fun stuff with the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The other nice thing about this Accord is that they are standard now with the Honda Sensing suite of technology for safety. And what that consists of is you've got adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist are the two biggest things for that. This car will actually has a camera right up here on the front windshield that monitors the road. And it will help maintain your lane of travel when you have the system on if you're on a well-marked road. So the camera reads the lines on the road, and it will actually steer for you. So I'm on Kellogg here in East Wichita. I'm gonna let my hands go, and it is maintaining this lane of travel. And we're on some pretty good curves here, approaching Hillside right now. And the car is steering for itself and maintaining that lane of travel. As you can see, I had my hands away from the steering wheel. I don't advise you do that. You always need to keep at least one hand on the steering wheel, but for demonstration's sake, I wanted to show you that. The other nice thing about it is the adaptive cruise control. How that works for you is you set the cruise control at the desired speed that you want to go. If there's a slower car that comes up in front of you, you can set your distance that you want to be away from that car, but it will pace that car so that you don't even have to use the foot feed. And then as you go out to go around that vehicle, it'll automatically reset to the speed that you had set initially. That's really nice on the turnpike. It's nice for those people that have long commutes because it just takes another thing for you to do away from your fingers or whatever. It automatically does it for you. One other thing that this car does for you with this technology is it's got a driver assistance when it comes to your attention. if it feels on a long drive that the car will sense that maybe you're getting fatigued, maybe you're hitting the lines a little bit more than you should. And there's degrees of that it will follow and monitor. And as you get to a certain level, the steering wheel's gonna shake, there's gonna be a coffee cup that's gonna come up on here and let you know that, hey, maybe you need to pull off the road and relax and rest a little bit, because your attention to the road, because of your fatigue, is not allowing you to drive appropriately. Some people may think that that's a little bit too much, but I tell you, it really is nice, because I've been on long drives, and sometimes you just don't realize how fatigued you are, or, you know, so it's nice to have something else kind of monitor and kind of keep your awareness and your focus that maybe I am getting tired. Maybe I need to pull over and just stretch for a couple minutes and gather myself before continuing on with a long drive. So you have, again, the sensors up here. You have a sensor in the very front of the car that also has the radar that goes out there and measures that car distance. And with that as well, there is a crash avoidance on there. And if it detects you coming up on another vehicle quickly, or it's gonna it's gonna send out an alert and let you know that, you know, a crash is possible. So it'll alert you to maybe improve your reaction to the brake, so that you maybe avoid a crash. Okay, it's crash avoidance. It's not going to prevent that from happening. However, I will tell you this: when you do have the adaptive cruise on and you're pacing a car, if that car does stop, the car will brake for you. So they've got some really nice safety features built into this vehicle to protect you against that. This is a great vehicle. We encourage you to come out to Scholfield Honda and drive the new Accord. Look at the new technology. Don't be fearful. We're going to be able to show you how it is really intuitive for you to use, and it's easy to use. And we will take the time to make sure that you understand everything if you select a new Accord, and that you're comfortable with using all of these features, because that just builds value for you. And you know, they did a great job of keeping the price point down on these vehicles. We haven't had a whole lot of price increase over the last several years. This Sport Accord, with all the equipment that's on it is priced just a little over $27,000. And when you compare all the safety features, all the amenities that this car has on it in that price range, it is hard to beat. As a matter of fact, a lot of our competitors are taking note of that, and they're getting out of the car business. It's all over the news. A lot of them have bowed out. We've heard that Ford and Chevy are leaving the car industry, and Honda does not have any plans for that. We plan on being in it for many, many years to come. We know there's a lot of customers out there that do not want to move on to the SUVs. They like driving cars, and they're going to be here for a while. I didn't remove my sunglasses. I also wanted to plug Scholfield Honda is also an Oakley dealer. So if you're needing some pair of sunglasses or anything Oakley, come and see us here at our parts department at 7017 East Kellogg. This is Brad Cox. Thanks for going for a drive with me in the all-new 2019 Accord Sport. We'll see you soon.
You could be driving a Honda. You could be driving a Honda. Oh yes, you could drive a Scholfield Honda.